Hello, in today's video, I would like to talk about elasticity. So, elasticity measures how much one variable responds to a change in another variable. So when we talk about elasticity, it will referring to two variables, and then it measures how much one variable responds to a change in another variable. Therefore, elasticity should be a numerical measurement. And in the first part of chapter 5, we introduce price elasticity of demand. So let's just look at this concept, price elasticity of demand. It has two variables in this concept. One is price and another one is quantity demand, okay? Therefore, price elasticity of demand, it measures how much the quantity demand responds to a change in price. And there is two formulas in our textbook introduced how to compute the price elasticity of demand. The first one is this one, okay? We always use E subscript to D represents to price elasticity of demand. It will equal to the percentage change in quantity demand. That will be the change in quantity demand, right? Divide the percentage change in price. And most of the time, I would like to write this delta represents for the change. Okay, so here, that will be the first formula. A percentage change in quantity demand divide the percentage change in price. However, sometimes the questions may not tell you the percentage change directly. Right? It might tell you, okay, there is 2 points on the demand curve and ask you to compute the price elasticity between these 2 points, right? So it could be like this. Give you 1 point, like point A, we have the price equal to P1 and then the corresponding quantity demand equal to Q1. And there is another point on the demand curve, right? The price could be P2 and then the quantity demand could be Q2. So such as this. It might just give you the graph. That will be the quantity demand. That will be the price. And this is our demand curve, downward sloping, right? And then it might tell you there is 2 points, okay? Point A and point B. So point A, we have the price P1 and quantity demand equal to Q1. At point B, we have the price equal to P2 and we have another quantity demanded at Q2, right? And from this type of a question, it doesn't tell you the percentage change directly. Okay, it gives you 2 points. And then you need to use the midpoint methods to compute the price elasticity of demand. So there is 3 steps for us to use the midpoint methods. The first one, you need to compute the percentage change in quantity demand. Okay, so that will be the numerator, right? So how can we get the percentage change in quantity demand? You can notice we use the differences between these 2 quantities divide the average of the quantity between these 2 points. So from this way, we can compute the percentage change in quantity demand. And this average in quantity demand will be the midpoint of the quantity demand. And then for the second step, we need to compute the percentage change in price. So similarly, we use the price difference between these 2 points, divide the average of the price between these 2 points. So therefore, we can get the percentage change in price, right? And at the end, we can use the percentage change in quantity demand, divide the percentage change in price to compute the elasticity, okay? Most of the time, if you notice, when we learn from chapter 4, if the market price is lower, consumers would like to buy more, right? And if the market price is higher, then consumers would like to buy fewer products. Therefore, the price and the quantity demand, they move in the opposite direction. So, the percentage change in quantity demand and the percentage change in price will always move in the opposite direction, which will make our price elasticity of demand always less than 0. Okay. However, in order to easier comparison, we always use the absolute value. Okay. So based on this absolute value, if the price elasticity of demand at the end is larger than 1, then we would like to say this product, the price elasticity of demand is elastic, which means consumers are very sensitive to the price change. Okay, so for example, there is 2 products like the hamburgers and hot dogs. So if hot dogs price increase, then consumers can easily switch to buy maybe hamburger or like their sandwiches, right? Therefore, consumers are very sensitive to the price change of hot dogs. Okay, and if now we have the price elasticity here, the absolute value, okay, less than 1, which means now the price elasticity of demand is inelastic. So when it's inelastic, it means the consumers are not sensitive to the price change. So we can have an example like the gas. Even the gas price increase, we still need to fuel our cars, right? So consumers are not so sensitive to the price change of the gas because for gasoline, there is no close substitutes, okay? And if you compute the price elasticity of demand and then it's just equal to 1, and then that means the price elasticity of demand is unitary, okay? Unitary elasticity, okay? So there are 3 major type of the elasticity of demand if we just consider the absolute value. It could be elastic, it could be inelastic, and it could be unitary elasticity.